She's one of the pioneers of modern stand-up and, in my view, one of the very best. What's more, she's done for plastic surgeons what Mickey Mouse did for Walt Disney. Ladies and gentlemen, Joan Rivers!
Big audience, nice.
Nice and enthusiastic and warm audience, all waiting for you.
We'll see.
Do you travel well?
Oh, terrible.
Really?
You're stuck for 5.5 hours from New York.
Sure.
And I had somebody who really smelt terrible BO. Well, you can't move, and he's French, and I should have realized. When they smell, I'm sorry, French, they don't bathe, because their biggest export is water. And so every time you drink Perrier, that's it.
You stop them having a bath. Now, what about the tour? You're over here touring?
We're doing 10 cities in 10 days, which is going to be very exciting.
Yeah.
And we're sold out, thank God, in Manchester, and we're sold out. And nobody has bought a ticket in Birmingham.
Nobody's got a ticket at all.
Sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. York, so-so, and Birmingham, so...
What is it? Don't they like old people in Birmingham?
I beg your pardon?
Well,
I hate old people, too.
I know you do.
So, I know I'm old, but I don't see me, so screw me. But the only good thing is, two good things, I should say. One is you lose your hearing, so you can't hear the doctor say, you're gonna die. And the other thing, you get into cinema half price. Because they know you'll forget, so you'll see it twice. But otherwise...
What about, is that the reason why you don't like being old? Is that the reason why for the plastic surgery, to arrest the march of time?
Well, wouldn't you? Every woman out there, for God's sakes, pull it up and snip it off. And just make another person have it walk beside you, you know? I think plastic surgery is great. You can overdo it. My very good friend is Cher, and it's been, you know... And we went for bikini waxes, and they started at her forehead. But the only bad thing about plastic surgery is I've spent so much money on it.
Yeah.
And I figured out it would have been cheaper to have my DNA changed.
Do you ever look in the mirror and don't recognize that person?
All the time.
Do you?
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because I was an ugly child.
Were you really an ugly child?
Hated.
Really?
My mother was ashamed. She used to say, why can't you be like your cousin Sheila? Sheila had died at birth. I mean, I was just not loved.
So you're no success with the men?
Oh, are you out of your mind? No. No, but well, it's embarrassing to say. I don't think I think because I'm not good in bed. Look how quiet. Well, you know, my husband never said so, but we would make love and then he would put pennies on my eyes. And that, I once said, why don't you call out my name, you know, when we're making love? He said, I don't want to wake you up. So that
What about men? Do you approve of men having plastic surgery?
I think anything to get you through life.
Yes.
Anything to get you through life. I think life is tough, and as one gets a little older, it gets tougher. And I go out with these old men now. You know, I put an ad in to see who would answer it. Women are so much more truthful. You know, you say, breasts on the ground, but friendly. And they go, okay. Because I go to the bathroom like this at night, you know. But men lie. You know, full head of hair in your nose. I mean, you meet them and you go, who is this? You're not from the ad.
You know, men have this thing about maybe a myth that they can laugh a woman into bed.
Yeah, well...
It doesn't work the other way around.
Yeah, well, not for me.
No.
But you know why? My generation, we were never told the facts of life.
We know.
Never. My mother said, man gets on top, woman gets on the bottom. That's all she told me. I bought bunk beds. I had no idea what she was talking about. I had no idea. And it carries on, you know? Well, sexually, and I shouldn't tell you this because it's a funny show and all, but my first sexual experience, well, it was a rape, so, you know.
A rape?
Yeah. Luckily, he didn't press charges, but it could have been. It could have ruined my life.
I heard the tour is your straight man. Now, what about this new program you're doing on Channel 5? You're doing an advice program, aren't you?
Yeah, is that a joke?
No, well, it seems to me that you're full of good advice.
Full of advice. I give advice out at 11 o'clock at night, so it's all sexual, you know.
Yes.
And they ask me questions, and I tell them what to do.
Right.
And it's funny because really, I don't know about you, but I never saw a porno film in my life. Now, and then they finally, I said, well, if we're doing this advice show, I should see. So they showed me, but it was a Jewish porno film. So that was 7 minutes, 1 minute of sex, 6 minutes of guilt. I mean, it was just... the couple sat on the edge of the bed going, what have we done? And they were married. And it was...
But you've done this show in America, haven't you? So what kind of
Yeah.
advice have you dispensed there? So what do we can get an idea of what to expect?
That every woman should understand you fake orgasm. It's just that simple. Get it over with and get a gift. It is just... You go, ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, it was great for me too, whatever. And you go shopping. But it's easy to give advice. You know, I'm a grandmother now, so I give a lot of advice.
Now, see, going back to the question of age now, I mean, isn't there a kind of consolation, a joy in being a grandparent?
Well, yes, once you like it. Well, you don't... Do you have grandchildren?
I do. I got 8.
Oh, my God. All right. I have 1, and he's adorable. But, you know, how much can you... Goo, hello, ice cream. I like ice cream. I want to watch a movie. I like little boys to play with them. It's like talking to Michael Jackson. I mean, it's just... And they answer you. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go, Grandma? It's supermodel time, you know. But I'm a good grandmother. My daughter's worried that I spoil him, and the truth truly is that I guess I do spoil him. You know, but what can you do? I love him.
Yeah.
They're there to be spoiled.
But again, I mean, looking back on your life, you're 71 now, aren't you?
I don't think we have to go into that.
Well,
They brought out my cake. It took me a year to blow out the candles. I was 72, and because you have no breath left. You lose your breath.
Yeah.
I just want to,
You do.
You know what happens? Can we really talk?
Yeah.
At 40, you begin to lose your eyesight. At 50, the mind starts to go. At 60, you start to fart. It is just terrible. And you don't lose your sense of smell till 70. You're so alone for 10 years.
So, and again, in all your years, when you look back, you've seen lots of changes in the battle of the sexes. Basically, you've seen all kinds of role reversals. What I mean, are you a feminist? What's your view of the sisterhood?
I think it's all nonsense. I think women still have to play cutesy wootsy. And, it's a battle of the sexes, and I truly think if you're attractive, find an old guy with a heart condition, walk behind him, go boo, and you're set for life. I mean, love and sex have nothing to do with marriage. It's that simple. Jacqueline Onassis married that little pig Onassis. He dropped dead. He left her $58 million. Do you have $58 million? No, I had an orgasm. You want an orgasm? You marry a rich old son of a bitch, let him buy you a fur coat, you'll have an orgasm when you put on that That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
One of the couple more questions. I mean, you were on the tightrope all the time. You're on the very, very edge of what's acceptable and what's not. Where do you draw the line?
I don't. Things are so terrible sometimes that the only way you can relieve tension is to try a joke to get people to laugh. I was one of the first, and I'm from New York, and I was there, and I lost 4 friends in the World Trade Center. So that's serious now. That's big time serious. I made the first jokes about it because it was so horrible that when people came to see me, I did jokes to relieve the tension. And a lot of people were shocked. My husband committed suicide, and I went on stage a week later and said, it's my fault because we were making love and I took the bag off my head. And, but it makes the people relax.
But the one thing that I would observe about you when you talk about old age, you make fun of old age and all that, but the one certain fact of the matter is, as far as you're concerned, you just get better and better as a stand-up.
Yeah, sure.
You do.
No,
but you do, you see, because what you have is you have a sense of confidence.
Yes.
You have a sense of experience. You have the timing, which doesn't go. I mean, it's...
And they've done it all to me. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know about your career.
I do know what you mean.
But I've been fired, I've been thrown out, I've been told I'm over, I've been told forget about her 5 times. So you keep coming back. So what, an audience doesn't like me, makes you sad, but I know there is a tomorrow. And that makes a big difference. I think that's why you come on a stage, you just want to have fun. If there are 4 gay men in the audience, I'm going to have a good time. God bless the gay men. And may I say one thing?
Please do.
I am all for gay marriage.
You are?
Yes, because why should only straights suffer divorce? It's so unfair. So unfair.
Joan Rivers, thank you very much.
So great. So great.